Welcome back to the channel Luxury Auto Reviews. Today, we're taking a close and detailed look at one of the most anticipated compact sedans of the year, the 2026 Honda Civic RS. Whether you're a longtime Civic fan or just exploring options for your next daily driver, this version of the Civic brings a blend of sportiness, tech, and practicality that's hard to beat. Stick around as we dive into what makes this car stand out in a crowded segment. Exterior. Let's begin with what first catches your eye: the design. At the front, the 2026 Civic RS gets a sharper, more aggressive treatment compared to the standard models. The grille has been slimmed down and blacked out, with the sport mesh pattern that adds an athletic touch. Flanking the grille are sleek LED headlights with the smoked-out finish, giving the RS a focused and modern look. The lower bumper has been resculpted with angular air inlets and a subtle front splitter that hints at its sporty intentions without going overboard. As you move to the side, the sporty personality of the RS continues to shine through. This year's model comes standard with 18-inch gloss black alloy wheels, wrapped in low-profile tires that complement its planted stance. The body lines are clean and sophisticated, with a subtle character line running from the front fender to the rear taillight. Black side mirrors and window trim give the car a stealthier vibe, and the RS badging on the front fenders adds a small but noticeable touch. The roof line tapers gently toward the rear, adding a hint of coupe-like flow while still preserving headroom for rear passengers. Moving around to the back, the 2026 Civic RS keeps things sporty but refined. The LED taillights now have a more dynamic lighting signature that wraps around the edges, adding to the visual width. There's a gloss black spoiler mounted on the trunk that's functional and subtle, and just below, the rear bumper integrates a sporty diffuser with dual exhaust tips, both finished in chrome. The entire rear end gives off a premium yet purposeful vibe, without trying too hard to stand out. Interior. Now stepping inside, the cabin of the Civic RS feels like a big step forward. Honda has clearly put a lot of thought into material quality and layout. The dashboard is clean, horizontal, and uncluttered, with the full-width honeycomb air vent design that conceals the vents behind a single piece of trim. The RS trim gets sporty accents like red stitching on the seats, steering wheel, and gear selector, which adds to the performance character. The seats themselves are nicely bolstered with suede and leather-like materials that offer good support without being overly firm. In front of the driver is a fully digital 10.2-inch instrument cluster that's customizable and easy to read. Right in the center, there's a crisp 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system that supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The interface is snappy, intuitive, and thankfully retains physical knobs for volume and tuning, something many drivers still appreciate. The center console has also been rethought with improved storage options and wireless charging. The gear selector is traditional, which some enthusiasts will appreciate, and there's a drive mode switch that lets you toggle between normal, sport, and eco. Rear seat space is generous for a compact sedan, with good knee and headroom even for adults. The RS comes with rear air vents and USB-C charging ports as standard, which is great for passengers on longer trips. Trunk space remains one of the Civic's strong points, offering over 14 cubic feet of usable space, plenty for weekend luggage or a grocery haul. Performance. Now let's talk about how it drives. The 2026 Honda Civic RS is powered by 1.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine that makes 200 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque. Power delivery is smooth and consistent, and the torque comes in early, making it feel punchy in everyday driving. It's mated to a CVT that's been retuned for quicker response in this RS variant, simulating gear changes under heavy throttle to give a more engaging feel. Around town, the Civic RS feels agile and responsive, with a suspension setup that's firm enough for enthusiastic driving, yet still comfortable for daily commutes. Steering is light but direct, with good feedback, and the car feels planted through corners with minimal body roll. The combination of turbo torque and responsive handling makes it a surprisingly fun car to drive, especially in sport mode where throttle response sharpens and steering gets a bit heavier. On the highway, it cruises comfortably and quietly, thanks to improved insulation and active noise cancellation. Honda's suite of safety features known as Honda Sensing Up is standard, which means you get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, forward collision warning, and automatic emergency braking. It all adds to a feeling of security behind the wheel, whether you're zipping through city streets or cruising on the freeway. Fuel economy remains impressive as well. The Civic RS is rated at around 31 miles per gallon in the city and 38 on the highway, making it one of the more efficient sporty sedans in its class. Even with its spirited performance, it doesn't come at the cost of practicality. As for pricing, the 2026 Civic RS comes in at just under $30,000 in most markets, making it a compelling value when you consider what you're getting. That includes the turbo engine, sporty design elements, advanced tech, and a well-finished interior. There are a few optional packages for things like a premium Bose sound system, a sunroof, and a few cosmetic add-ons, but even in base RS trim, it feels very well equipped. To wrap it all up, the 2026 Honda Civic RS strikes a really nice balance between style, performance, and everyday usability. It's not pretending to be a full-blown performance car, but it delivers just enough excitement to make your daily drive more enjoyably without sacrificing comfort or efficiency. It looks sharp, feels premium, and brings a level of refinement that's rare in this price range. If you're in the market for a sporty compact sedan that doesn't break the bank and delivers across the board, the Civic RS should definitely be on your short list. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more in-depth car reviews, and drop a comment below if you'd consider the Civic RS as your next ride. Until next time, drive safe and stay curious. Subscribe to Luxury Auto Reviews.